Good morning, guys. Good morning. And how do you do? I'd like to introduce myself to you. My name is JoJo. What? Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Fearless Morning Show, where we are having confessions and conversations about your everyday life and finances. My name is Yamitra JoJo Waddell, the only Live Past Crazy Specialist. So what better place to be than here with me? Yeah. I slept so good last night. I could keep sleeping. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I want to be a singer someday. Good morning, Margaret. Good morning, Joy. Excuse me. My voice has not caught up with me yet, so it still thinks I'm a man instead of a girl, but that's okay. Good morning. Good morning. I hope everybody is having a wonderful Wednesday. This is, excuse me, Hump Day Wednesday. Like I said, I slept so good, y'all don't even know. So today, guys, we're gonna do some, y'all know I'm a nerd, so we're going to do, not brain science, but we're going to talk about some numbers today for the Fearless Thought of the Day, which I found interesting, so I thought I'd share, and hopefully it'll make sense to you. So if you, please make sure you share the video, because sharing is caring. Remember, if your friends and family do not have Facebook, you can send them over to YouTube. Simply type in Fearless Morning Show, and all the shows will pop up. And I am doing a book tour. If you want me to come to your city to sign books, or to have a sister, I am my sister's keeper meeting, get together where we can talk about all the things, please reach out to me. But the first stop on the book tour is Tampa, Florida. So you can go to bit.ly book tour 2019 to pre-order your book so that you can have it for me to sign. But if you want me to come to your location for the book tour, just let me know. Y'all, hold on, I gotta put this hair in a ponytail. Just let me know, and I will come to your location. Now, I am having an event in August. It's in Clearwater, Florida, and it is an intimate event. Maybe 20 to 25 women. I'm still working on the number of women that I want. So if you're interested in coming to that, please let me know. And I'm posting a link for that today. So that you can go ahead and get the early bird special and register. And it's not like your regular event, so this is going to be really, we're going to get to know each other, and we're really going to work past crazy. All right, so if you're interested in that, let me know. Got a lot of things coming up. So the Fearless Thought of the Day, guys, is living up to our full potential. But let's talk about this, y'all. Let's look at our lives, and when we talk about that we want to live past crazy, we want to do something different, we talk about all the things that we want to do, right? And we say we don't have enough time. Y'all know how I feel about that. But listen to this, and this is y'all know I'm a nerd, so this is a scientific study, and it said, so we talking in percentage, so 100% of your life, okay? 50% of your life is spent, no, 2/3 of your life is spent sleeping. So you spend most of your life sleeping. The other half of that is spent on the maintenance of you. Good morning, Sandra. The other half is spent on the maintenance of you. That means when you're not sleeping, you spend the rest of your time on the maintenance of you. You know, taking care of yourself, working out, getting dressed, brush your teeth, wash your face, taking a bath. Going, and then you have that 20% that is spent, well, really 30% that is spent going to your job every day, commuting, going to work, doing all the things. And then you have only an additional 20% that is left of your life that is yours. And what are we doing with that? Are we living up to our true potential in the 20%? So if half our life is eating, sleeping, and working, so let's do that in half. That's half of our life is already gone. In terms of a day, that's 12 hours of your day gone eating, sleeping, and working, right? So what are we doing with the other half of our day, or the other half of our life? Are we living up to our true potential? Or even, are we even activating our true potential at that point? Great morning, Miss Valerie. Good morning, everybody. Because how many of us guilty have said, I just don't have enough time in a day? Like JoJo, I ain't got it. Child, by the time I wrestle with these kids and I get in this house and I gotta cook, and then heaven forbid if I'm trying to better myself and I'm trying to go to school, then I got homework to do, and then if I, Lord help, if I got a husband, I gotta throw a husband in there somewhere, and then if I got a boyfriend, well, what if I'm single? Well, I still need some me time, because I'm a single mother and I want to have some fun too. What about me, and what am I going to do? But we have more time than we think we have. And I'm so guilty of that. Are we living up to any part of our potential? Are we even activating any of our potential? So if y'all caught the show last week, y'all know Friday, I was a hot mess express. I was crying on the show Friday because I talked about having the freedom, and then I shared with you guys. You guys were the first people I shared with my freedom thoughts and the things that I wanted to accomplish up here. Like we are too scared to say that we want the things up here, so we say the things here, but we accept the things here. So we are always accepting less than. And why is that? Let's talk about, why are we always, JoJo, why are you always accepting less than? Because I'm always going to talk about myself, because I don't know anybody else is crazy. I know my crazy. Why are we always accepting less than? So if 50% of my day is eating, sleeping, getting back and forth to work, working, let's throw in another 10% for kid, husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, side piece, boo thing, whatever you want to call it. And let's throw in another 10 for your church activities if you go to church. So we were up to 70. So 10 from 7 is 3, right? 10, 7, 3. So what are you doing with the other 30% of your life? Is it spent perhaps in front of the TV? Is it spent complaining? Do we spend it wishing and hoping instead of doing? Like, are we living to any of our potential at all? Like when we was, take me back to high school, RS Central, 1993, graduating class, I would have told you that I'm going to be president. I would have told you that I'm going to take over the world. I would have told you I'm going to be a doctor. I would have told you all the things. And somewhere along the way, we lose our memento for the potential, and life happens. And then what do? So life happens, right? And we get sick. We get older. A kid gets sick. We get hurt. And we take a detour, but we still have the same 100%. So if 50% is sleeping, eating, taking care of ourselves, working, another 10% for your religious activities, another 10% for extracurricular, whatever that may be. So you have 30% of your life, good or bad, whatever it may be, that you still have left. What are we doing with that? And this is something that I've been working, that's been on my mind. Like, we work a job our whole life so that we can retire at 60 to enjoy life. Like at 60, if you've not taken care of yourself, your body old. It's getting old. You can't run and jump like you used to. Why do I want to spend my time, my youth, doing the things that I can enjoy now, but when I get older, I'm trying to do the things that I want to do when I was young, but because I spent all my energy giving it to somebody else. Does that make sense? You're right, Kim. I refuse to waste it. I refuse. And so go back and watch Friday's show where y'all had me crying on here. We are up here. We're not looking here. We're not accepting this. We're up here. So with the 30%, and we can say 50. With the 50%, what are we going to do with that? What are we going to do with the 50% of our life that we have left? So if 50 is taking care of ourselves, eating and sleeping, because most people sleep 8 hours a day, right? So if you sleep 8 hours a day, you slept a full 40-hour work week. And we need our rest. I'm a fan of sleep. Please understand. So 40 hours a week is spent sleeping, right? 40 hours a week is spent working. So that's 80 hours. So how many hours in a week? I don't know. So I'm already up to 80, right? So what are we doing with the rest of our week and the rest of our day? So when we really think about it, we have the time to live up to our full potential, or partial of it, even if you're not ready to live up to your full potential. But why don't we? Jojo, why don't you do that? Because when we get in the house, is it easy to say, girl, I am so tired. I worked so hard today. I deserve to rest. I deserve to take a break. I deserve not to want to cook today and to sit here on this couch and veg out because them people at that job wore me out. But what is that taking away from our life? What is that taking away from us? What is it taking away from the things that what is it taking away from you? What is it taking away your opportunity to do? What is it taking away your potential of? Again, you know those thoughts that you have when nobody's around. Good morning, Michael. How you been? What is it taking away from the potential of you? So if 50% of, and we're talking, and you can use this 100% in your life or in your day. Exactly. So if 50% is spent eating and sleeping, and then the maintenance of you, meaning you got to take a bath, wash your face, brush your teeth, that's another 50%. Then there's work, and then there's any 10% of the extracurricular activity. So 70% of your life is spent just maintaining you. What are you doing with the other 30? Are you living any part of your potential at all? Or are we, because this is what I don't want to have happen. I'm asking myself these questions because, again, y'all, if y'all caught the show Friday, I had snot and tears on Friday. But I talked about the freedom of saying the things that you want. Being free enough to say what it is that you want and what it is that you're looking for, and not accepting anything less. So I'm asking for up here, and I'm not stopping till I get up here. I'm not trying to see it here and then accept it here. I want all the things here. And it's okay to say that you want all the things. So with the percentage of time that I have, am I going to really spend it trying to achieve here? So if you're a God's girl, are you going to bury your talent in the ground? Even the master came back and said, the least you could have did, boy, was stick it in the bank and draw me some interest. So he's saying the least you could have did was work a little bit and got a little return on the gift that I put you here on the good earth to do, and you not going to do nothing? I want all the things that I'm going to say aloud. I want the bookstore. I will open up a bookstore. Period. I will open up a bookstore. There will be many women's retreats. This is just the first one here in August. There will be more book tours. This is just the first one in Tampa in July. I'm allowing myself to be free, to have the freedom to speak of the things that I want here and no longer be ashamed for wanting here. And remember what my good friend, and me and Oprah are best friends in my mind. She said, when somebody tells you you're full of yourself, take that as a compliment. Take it as a compliment that you are full of your self-love, full of the understanding of your purpose. You are full of all the things that the good Lord has given you, and your cup runneth over, so that when somebody needs something, you have more than enough to give. July 27th is the first stop, Tampa, Florida. I will be there for a book signing. Pre-order your book today. bit.ly/book tour 2019. And Tampa Crazy still works too. bit.ly/Tampa Crazy. I'm just saying. So let's not be afraid to ask for all the things, right? But think about your day. So if you sleep 8 hours a day, you work 8 hours a day, that's 16 hours. Let's throw in 4 for TV, getting back and forth to work. So that's what, 16, 17, 18, 19. That's 20. Is that right? Am I counting right? We've wasted our whole day on eating, sleeping, and working. And put that in terms of your life. Is that all we want out of life? Like, is this all you really? And this is what I'm struggling with. And Margaret, do not participate in this conversation. Margaret, this conversation is not for you, because I know what you're going to say. And Margaret, don't call me after this, because I know what you're going to say. This is what I'm struggling with. I am struggling with the fact that I'm here on this earth. Thank you, Jesus. I woke up this morning. I'm here on this earth. I am now understanding my purpose. And if you're with me yesterday, we talked about connecting the dots. I am now connecting the dots. I am now seeing the things, and I am doing the things, and it is all lining up, right? And I'm excited about that. And so here's my struggle. This is Confessions and Conversation. Here's my struggle. And I talked about this a while ago. Is that we spend our whole life working at a job. So I want to work for somebody for the next, I'm 40 now, another 20 years to retire at 60, so that I can then live my life the way I want to after I've done all the things that everybody else has wanted me to do. Is that fair? Is that fair? And please understand, I am your HR person. I've been an HR manager forever. I understand that there's work that has to be done, and there's workers that have to do it. I'm talking about me. I'm just saying. So my dilemma, my quandrum, my thought process, my, the friction that I'm feeling is, how much longer is this here gonna be before I understand that this here can't be accepted? And y'all, we talked about that yesterday. I'm comfortable on this level, but I'm supposed to be on this level. And because I've gotten comfortable on this level, I don't want to leave the security of this level to go to this level. But when you ask for more, your level got to change, boo. The people will change. I have seen the people change. I have seen me change. I have seen my children change. My situation change. My friends change. I've seen all the changes. And I have evolved to a different level. And that's okay. You want to get to different levels. My dilemma is, how long do I stay on this level if I'm going to keep asking for this? How long am I going to allow this level to be okay? And don't I want to enjoy my life while I am yet able? And I'm not saying I don't want to work. And if you know me, you know that's not what I mean. What I'm saying is, my prayer lady has been, I want the freedom, Jesus, to do the things, universe, the Lord, all the things that you have put in me to do. And I want the freedom to do those, and to be free to do those, and to have the abundance and the understanding and the wisdom in which to do them all. But I need the freedom to do so. And I was afraid to say that out loud, because sometimes freedom may come at the cost of a job. Freedom may come at the cost of a relationship. Freedom may come at the cost of anything else that you may see as something that you need and a want, but it's really not. It may be a hindrance. So that is my quandrum for this month. That is what since I had that revelation on Friday, the freedom thought, to be free, what that looks like and what it means for me, and how am I going to get there. Like we said yesterday, connecting the dots in the big picture and working it backwards. And if you don't have a big picture, you take that small dot that you have and you walk it out. Thank you, Mark. You plan it out and you execute it. And that, my friend, is what I'm working on. So 50%, if in my 24 hours, can somebody, y'all, I'm not good at math. Why y'all let me count this up? If I'm at work for 8 hours, right? And I sleep for 8 hours, that's 16 hours. Let's give me 2-3 hours in there to eat. To eat, take a bath, get to work, commute. That's my whole day. And I love my job. Given to somebody else's purpose and vision and dream. It's given to them. And I'm still trying to work on mine. And I'm a fan of, I'm not stepping away. I'm going to be responsible. But at the same time, I've got to understand that if I'm going to ask for here, it's going to cause for up here thinking. And it's going to cause for me to not be comfortable. Maybe at another level. It's going to cause me to do different things. That's my confession and conversation for today. 50% of our life is spent eating, sleeping, and on the maintenance of ourselves. And with the other 50%, are we even living up to our true potential? And y'all know, let's go back to some brain science. Your brain wants to keep you safe in your daily habits. Y'all, you got to, and I'm going to show y'all the study. I think I posted it a while back, where it says your daily habits are stealing your free will to think, because it doesn't, your body and your mind doesn't need you to participate in life. It knows the way to work. It don't need you. It knows how to do your job. It does not need you. It knows how to come home, take care of the kids, cook the meal, sit in front of TV. It knows how to do all the things. It knows at 8:58 it's time to get in the shower and get ready for bed. And by 9:30 your head is hitting the pillow. Your body doesn't need you to participate in your life. And so when you start to change, when you start to think different in your circle, you want to change your circle, you want to do something different, that's when your brain is going to be like, wait a minute, JoJo. That's not in our list of things that we do. Because at 7:45, you get mad because you're in traffic. At 8:30, you call your girlfriend and you mad because you're in traffic. And then y'all complain about no money, the job you got to travel to. You complain. And by 9:30, you're at work and you're complaining about the job and the people at the job. And then you're in meetings all day and you complain about those. And on the way home, you call your mom and them and you complain about that. And when you get home, you complain because the kids on your nerves, they ain't did their homework. The house is dirty. Nobody want to help you. It has all of that down. It has all of that down. So the minute you decide to step out of your routine, your brain is going, you're going to fight the old you with the new you. It's going to be like, wait a minute, sister gal, JoJo, what is you doing? It's 9 o'clock. And what you mean you want to stay up late to work on your vision? What do you mean you want to read a book on self-help on how to eliminate negative thought process? What are you talking about? You can't do that. Let me make you real sleepy, because we are now 8 minutes past our bedtime and we're not happy about that. What do you mean, JoJo, you want to wake up at 5 o'clock? Boo. At 5 o'clock, you know you're rolling over for another 45 minutes. What is you doing? So we going to make these covers extra warm and cozy, because we don't need you to get up. Right. Exactly. So what are we, if I had the 100% of the day or 100% of my life, and 50% is my daily habits of things. So if 50% is working, and then you need another 2/3 for the daily maintenance of you. Take a bath, wash your face, brush your teeth. Then you need another 2/3 to go to work and work 8 hours. What are we doing with the rest of the percentage of our life? Because if you're working for somebody for 30, we're talking in 100%. So if I'm working for somebody, because I go to school for you to teach me absolutely nothing that's going to apply to my career, and then I'm going to go get a job that has nothing to do with my career. So then I have to spend time learning a job that has nothing to do with my career that I just spent a whole lot of money on to learn, that now I can't do, but now I got to pay back. So now I'm going to spend my whole in percentages. So if I got 100 and I'm 20 and I got to work till I'm 60, I'm spending, I only got this much left for my life, and I've given you this many. I ain't good at math, and I may have said that ass backwards, but I'm pretty sure that don't add up right. So you mean to tell me with my 40% I got, that's when I got to figure out at 60 how I'm going to live up to my true potential? That's when I got to figure out how I'm going to live my best life, or do something different for my children, or create this for my family, or do this. And if you speak in terms of your day, 16 hours is spent going and coming to work and sleeping and eating. Are we living up to our full potential? And are we allowing our self-imposed restrictions to keep us from living up to our full potential? guilty of that. So those are my questions for today on this working Wednesday, hump day Wednesday. What are you going to do with your percentage today? So right now you're at 100%. Your battery is fully charged. What are you going to do with the percentages of your day? So if you woke up, I was moving by 5 o'clock this morning. So thank you, Michael. If you're moving at 5 and it's already 7:45, let's say that's 1%, right? What are we going to do with the rest of percentage of our day? And if you already on your way to work, I'm on my way to work. Y'all pray for me. I'm a trainer and a teacher to my heart. So I'm teaching the VPs today. I'm doing a class on empathy. Let's see how that's going to go. So take your percentages today and be mindful of how you spend. We are mindful of how we spend our money. We are mindful of how our children spend their time. We are mindful of how other people spend their time. But are we mindful of how we spend our own? So you have $100 of your life, 100% today. How are you going to spend it? How are you going to spend it? What are you going to do with it? And before your head hits the pillow today, think about how did you spend your money, your time today, your 100% of you. How did you spend it today? And did you live up to 1/10 of your potential in any shape, form, or fashion at your job, anywhere? That's just my question for today, because it was a question that I had for myself, because I'm on this journey, y'all. I'm elbows deep, toenails in. I'm all in. Jojo, what are you going to do with the percentage of the day that you have left? What are you going to do with that? So think about that on this wonderful Wednesday. I appreciate you guys joining the Fearless Morning Show. If your friends and family do not have Facebook, send them over to the YouTube channel where they can binge watch all the Fearless Morning shows. And if you would like to meet me for my book signing in Tampa, Florida, take you a little day trip. If you're going to be in the Tampa area, I will be there July 27th. bit.ly Tampa Crazy or bit.ly Book Tour 2019. Both of them work where you can get you can pre-order your book and you can get it there. The retreat is coming up in August, and I will be posting that so that you can get the early bird tickets. So I am my sister's keeper. So today, my sisters, okay, what are we going to do with that percentage? You got 100% now. So if you like me and your day started at 5 and I'm dressed and moving at 5, what are we going to do with the rest of percent? So and I'm going to post that when I get to work. I may post a video or the link to the guy that talks about that. If 50% of your day, of your life, is spent eating and sleeping, another 2/3 of your life is spent on the daily maintenance of you. So 2/3 of who you are is spent simply washing your face, taking a bath, brushing your teeth, and combing your hair. 2/3 of your life is spent doing that. The other 50% of your life is spent sleeping. The other half is spent working. In terms of a day, you have 40% left out of your day after you have slept for 8 hours, worked for 8 hours, the maintenance of you, your relationships. What are you going to do with your 40%? So today, you have 100. You're at 100% today. Think about your life. Because I think about that in terms of how I'm 40 now. Do I really want to wait till I'm 60 to retire to start enjoying my life? I have no problems with working. I have no problems with anybody that wants to work, because I'm your HR person to my heart. And so is Margaret D, the job coach. Somebody has to work, and we all have to work. I'm a fan of it. But do I want to wait till I'm 60 or 65? What's the retirement age now? To start enjoying my life? I'm just saying. Y'all, this journey is making me ask myself some hard questions that I don't know if I'm ready to answer yet. So I got to think about that. So you guys think about that today. What are you going to do with your percentage of your day, of your life? So for me, that has meant I have started going on the vacations that I said I couldn't go on before. I said I couldn't afford it. Why can't I? Because I didn't want to do the discipline of the work to get to go. Some of us rather deal with the comfort of crazy than the discipline of freedom. So I'd rather deal with the comfort of crazy, of knowing I can continue to live in lack instead of handling the discipline to do what I need to do so that I can go on a vacation. I can do the things. I can have the friends. I can have the relationship. I can have, the discipline's got to be there. But I digress. So that's my thought, my quandrum for today, for the month. Jojo, what are you really going to do with the rest of your life? Like, I wrote in my Bible at 38 that I wanted to retire at 45. Next month, I will be 44. This is urgent for me. It's urgent and it's important. And I've got to decide. And trust me, I will be deciding before the year is out how I'm going to finish this here year. How it's going to finish, what I'm going to do with the percentage of my life that I have left. Because I have done all the things. I've worked. I've went to school. I've raised the children. I've had the marriages. I've had them, a couple of them. I've done all the things. So now, what am I going to do with the percentage of my life? What am I going to do with that? And am I going to continue to hand it over to somebody else? I'm going to do something about it. But that's my thought. So that's what I am working on and working towards today. So if you're at 100%, if you got up at 5 like I did and moving at 5, so it's 747. So let's say you at 2%. Let's give you 1.5%. What are you going to do with the rest of the percentage of your day today? Are you going to live full to your potential? You're going to run home, let me take this quick nap, then I'm going to get up, and then I'm going to run and do this, and then I'm going to come back, but I'm going to be in front of the TV at 8 o'clock to watch this, and then are you going to be in the bed by 9? What are you going to do with your percentages today? I'm just asking. So I hope this has helped somebody, because this is what I am struggling with on this here day. This month, actually. So that's what I've been thinking about on this Hump Day Wednesday. So guys, I appreciate you joining the show. I hope you have an amazing Wednesday, and think about your percentages today. How are you going to spend, and think of it in terms of money. How are you going to spend your money of you today? What are you going to do with yourself today? Let's not waste the energy. Don't waste your money on things that don't matter. Remember that conversation, what's urgent and what's important? And think about that before you waste your energy, your money on a conversation, a thought process, or a thing. Is it really worth it? Like, do you really want to spend your money there? Be like that kid, that kid, your child, when you give them money and the money burn a hole in their pocket and they go to the store and they want something, but then they realize how much it costs and how much they're going to have left, and they be like, nope, I don't want that. Be that kid. Be stingy with your money and your time today. All right, guys, I hope you have an amazing Wednesday, and I will see you here bright and early tomorrow morning. Have a good one.